Hello everyone, welcome back to Bayonetta, and we're stood in the middle of nowhere.
But something's happening. What the hell?
Aha! We've seen you before.
Yeah, we have. And we've seen them before too.
Oh, don't worry, I'm sure our new friend can take care of things.
Oh my. Is this like the female human version of Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, except even better on a bike, and not as silly.
I never could understand why they gave him a bike. He doesn't need one!
I think the best thing about this entire scene is that originally the script of it, according to some behind-the-scenes stuff, is that they're originally just supposed to talk like this. And then the cinematics directors and stuff, they were just like, hey, why don't we have them do all this really cool stuff? And they just put it in. I'm glad they did.
Mm-hmm.
Same powers.
A bit cocky, aren't we?
Yeah, you can afford to be cocky when you're a very well-known voice actress.
That and you're suspending yourself at a 90-degree angle.
That too.
From the lack of any real challenge. Perhaps you're up for the task. You've already
What the boo?
Give that back!
When did she do that? Oh, hey, that thing's a watch.
Yeah, it's an Umbran pocket watch.
No, I didn't know it was a watch. I thought it was like just a little, like a brooch.
Yeah, it is an actual watch. Jean has one, actually. You'll see that in, like, 2 seconds or so. The thing that she's wearing on her neck, that's hers.
Mm.
and wasted the past 20 years.
I just noticed this. Her glasses are exactly like mine. I feel special now.
I do seem to be
Yeah, see? There's a watch inside there.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, speaking of glasses, you can actually buy Bayonetta's and Jean's glasses, but they cost around, like, $300.
Holy crap.
Because they have to be custom made.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be all honest, in all honesty, Jean's glasses are just your simple red frames. From what I see of them, the actual parts that go behind your ears are probably a little bit more cosmetic, but when it comes to the frames, it's just a red pair of frames. I want those.
Yeah, at least we can agree, though, that no one wants to be rocking the Princess Leia look right now.
Nope.
And also, McGonagall, yep, she's here again.
This is one hell of a crossover.
It's what she does when she's not at Hogwarts. We discussed this.
I know, but still, I mean, we got Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Bayonetta all in one.
Well, me and you have already talked about the idea of Bayonetta and Sully are going together perfectly. So...
have we discussed that in this playthrough yet? I don't think we have.
yeah, not in the playthrough, but yes, we talked about this because we're crazy, and we do think that Bayonetta would fit right at home into Soul Eater. It would be amazing, and you can not deny that.
It's like, well, we never do how Death the Kid was conceived, so...
Okay, first fight against Jean. Now, my opinion on Jean is that she's easily, like, the best thing to fight in this game in terms of just challenge and making it look cool, but she's so hard.
Yeah, she, like, blocked almost all of those bullets. I don't know if you could see it, but she was, like, doing this little, like, thing.
It's not just that, but it's also the fact that because she can dodge pretty much everything... fuck. Like, the only way you can really do a lot of damage is if you get her from behind like this, because then she can't block you.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think this is the last fight that I did on hard mode, because I could not beat her, because I'm more of a defensive player, and Grudge was yelling at me the whole time. It's like, you cannot be defensive, you have to go on the offensive here!
Well, as you see, I'm constantly trying to attack her, and, like, even then she's dodging everything. You really can't afford to, like, say, ooh, maybe she'll just die on her own. It's... I know it's not... God damn it! Okay.
You know it's not what, sorry?
Okay, I killed her, it's fine. Hey, Platinum, I still did it. Yeah, what I was saying is that in this game, like, if you're sort of like a person who, like, in lots of fights likes to, like, defend and then attack back, you can't afford to do that all the time in Bayonetta. You need to go on the offensive more often than not.
Yeah, which is a lot of the reason why I had a hard time with the game, because what I'm more partial to doing is defending myself, running around the enemy and figuring out what their attack pattern is, and then getting in their face and busting the hell out of them.
Well, don't worry, there's plenty of opportunities for that. Oh, also, Witch Heart. It's in here.
Sneaky little bastards.
Yeah, I guarantee I'm going to miss one at some point, because I know where they all are, but I know one of them is going to slip my mind, and yeah.
Well, that's pretty much the same way it is with the clue bottles from the Sly Cooper game.
There's always one. The really bad thing is that I did say I was going to try and find them all, so if I miss one, I'm going to look like a right idiot. Anyway, let's kill Grandpa Joe and his little underlings. I don't know why.
Oh, so that's what happened to Dumbledore's head.
Oh yeah, we knocked it off and now he's been reincarnated with these.
Well, you did say that you knocked off his wings in the last episode, so I guess we found them. Along with these freaking annoying little flying bastards.
The good thing is that this fight is nowhere near as hard as Jean, so it's kind of a nice thing to get back to.
Yeah. Although one of the mechanics that I don't think you're gonna display here is that if you jump too high or at the wrong point on this wall, you will fall to your death.
Yeah, Witch Walk is a little odd like that. It really depends on what you're doing or if something goes wrong. If you try and move too fast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like that. Just like that. For the most part, it works. I mean, the only time that really happens is when you're kind of trying to rush through an area and you end up just timing it wrong or doing something, so it's not that big a problem to me.
Yeah, the moon.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Ah! And we still make it look pretty. And I like how they use the in-game thing where she, like, lands really hard and all these butterflies show up.
Yeah, it's the little touches.
Hey, there's another crow.
Grab it. Yeah.
But no, I remember the first time that you told me that you didn't actually warn me about the jumping, and I fell right off the wall. I'm like, what the? How did you? What? Huh?
Sorry, I was just kind of hypnotized for a moment, for obvious reasons. I'm joking.
I'm about to say, you're such a boy! Just kidding.
Oh, I liked how I made that look good. Well, she did. I only just give her incentive. But yeah, the thing about Witch Walk is that luckily it's only in certain points. It's just like a nice little thing to switch up, like, normal battlefields, to be honest. Also, I can lift up cars. Just thought I'd show that.
You know, I guarantee that looks really weird to the people who can't see you. Because that car just all of a sudden lifted in the air and was thrown.
Naturally. Yeah, I haven't actually shown the arcade game those bullets are used in. I might have to do that. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know why, we never... So what's the point? Break everything.
More notes.
I don't know, did I ever actually look at any of those pages? I forget.
Honestly, if you do, they do explain a lot of the backstory. Like, there's some really interesting stuff in those notes, so I would implore you to read them if you have the chance. It explains a lot about things that might not seem clear. Yeah, I also think it kind of shows just how much detail has been put into the lore of this game. Mm-hmm. So... Whoa, back up!
It's like, wait, you were talking, who is this freak? I actually happen to love the Assassin's Creed reference.
Yeah, I was going to mention it earlier, just like... Sometimes anyone can do a leap of faith if they try.
Shit. Woof! Smooth!
I have to admire his comeback is quite good. He's just like, nope, didn't happen. Bye.
It's like recovery. As long as I recover beautifully, here's a rose.
I'm sure our heroine can pull it off better, but
yeah, Bayonetta wouldn't have tripped. Then again, she wouldn't have cared.
even if she did trip, she would have just landed in like an awesome, graceful pose and got away with it. So it doesn't matter.
It's like cha.
So yeah, this is Luca, everyone. He's an interesting one.
He's pretty much Ezio without the accent.
He's not as cool as Ezio, but yeah.
Well, as far as the womanizing part.
Except for one particular woman who seems to annoy him the most.
Plus, he knows he can't have her. Kate twirl. I thought he was gonna pull out like a. Whenever I tell him to do that twirl, I swear I thought he was gonna pull out a gun or something.
Ah, so that's what that was at the beginning.
I love that nickname. Cheshire Puss.
Well, it's because Bayonetta herself is just like... Oh. I know I'm going to gush over this character way too much, but she really is one of the best. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rest of the supporting cast is brilliant too. I like Luca as a character.
I find it ironic, because you're going to see this in just a second, that he knows what he saw that day, but he honestly didn't see... I see much of anything. I mean, look, he got water. He couldn't have been present for this.
Oh, he saw this bit, surely.
Yeah, he saw this bit, but... You'll find out later what I mean. Bad voice acting! I do that every time, just because it's so laughable, just how bad that...
Well, then again, it is a little kid saying that line, who happens to also share a voice actress with another little child, so... Oh, hello. Oh, you're back again, are you?
Oh, goody.
I like how there's like a more golden lighting set at the moment those angels arrived. It's the little touches I always like.
And you can't see a darn thing. Smack! I like how our voice gets all echoey.
Nope, you can't watch this, Luca.
It's like, nope. Which I never understood why she doesn't let him see, because that would explain a lot to him.
Well, because she doesn't know what really happened.
Ah. Oh, I forgot.
She has amnesia, remember? Okay, let's kill things.
Ironic. I forget that the main character has amnesia. Yeah, he is.
Ah. Come on. There we go.
Whee! Stripper pole attack!
Which, funnily enough, is one of the most deadly ones you can do.
I like that, though. Speaking of which, are we gonna do comment that little extra mocap bit that they put in, or are we just gonna be silent and let them enjoy that?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, there is a nice little thing at the end of this game that is probably like one of the best end game bonuses I've ever come across. So I don't know if I want to spoil it, but then at the same time, it's too good not to talk about. So
well, I mean, we don't have to talk about it. The way it's set up is, to pardon all my struggles, is we can't spoil it, and yet we can completely, because all it is motion cap. But it's the experience of it that you can't spoil. You can't spoil experience.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. But you still didn't answer my question.
I think we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I think, because right now, I want to kill things. So...
Sounds like a very good point.
It's so satisfying when you just, like, kick them in the face with a giant boot. I mean, you can't beat that experience.
Of course not.
I mean, just that alone, it was like, oh yes.
Boom! Swish!
I like to think I've come quite proficient at the combos in this game. I mean, there's so many of them, but yeah, I tend to use as many as I can just to make it look interesting. Of course, the punch kick punch one is always a reliable one.
I like the rocket glitch.
Yeah, I will show that off when I have the appropriate weapons, but I'm not going to use it.
It's an amazing thing. It's just freaking amazing. I love it.
And the people just wander back like, oh, I guess nothing happened then.
You only run away so fast because you've got something to run from. Me.
I like this bit of animation. Look at her face, just right here.
Aww. It's the subtle things like that. It's like, she's kind of thinking to herself like, maybe he's got a point. It's like, aww.
It's like, you just want to, like, hug her.
Good platinum that bitch. And on that note, we will have to end it here. So join us for the rest of Chapter 2 in the next video of Bayonetta.
Later, guys.